always great to be able to show, especially with you, your fans, hey, Stevie Ray's way more than Harlem Heat and way more than wrestling. It's,
Well,
I'm a human being.
yeah. Well, a lot of times people, like you say, pigeonhole you, especially in African Americans. And let's not just lie about that. I'm an African American, but I'm a big, giant African American when you're around racing people. It's like, well, he just here because somebody invited him out or something like that, this, that, and the other. But they don't know. I'm a real fan. Like I don't know if you remember, WCW used to have a couple of NASCARs. Do you remember that?
I do. I remember. Yes.
Yeah, they had a Bush car and they had a Cup car.
Yep.
Well, and Steve Grissom used to drive for our I don't know if he drove both cars. Well, he might have started out driving both cars. But the first time, our first outing was the Daytona 500. And I was just telling somebody this story, and they said they were going to try to go look it up. It was me and my brother. You know the tag team match that you said you saw?
Yes.
With me and my brother against Sting and Lex Luger?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, all four of us had to go to the race this day. The four guys that you seen fighting each other, right?
Yes, right.
So we have to go to the races, and we met our driver, and we met the crew and stuff like that. So when they started talking to us, well, my brother and Sting and Lex, they don't know very much about racing, if anything. Well, when I start talking to the crew people and asking them questions about the car, the business, NASCAR, this, that, and the other, well, they couldn't believe it. And they was like, man, how do you know this? And I'm like, brother, I've been watching NASCAR all my life. So I started talking about the setup on the car. I started talking about camber. I started talking about, balance, aerodynamics, things of that nature. What kind of motor do you guys use? What kind of heads? I mean, what's the CCs and this, that, and the other? Just, engine talk. And they couldn't believe it. So we go to Steve Grissom. Really nice guy, but he's very quiet. So me and my brother, they taping all this stuff up. Their magazines, our magazines, you know how this stuff go, PR stuff. So me and my brother go into Harlem Heat mode. And Steve Grissom is standing in between my brother and I. And they go, and they start the taping and stuff like that. And we go straight into Steve Grissom, Daytona 300, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to eat them like collard greens today. Steve, you tell him what's going on. And then he got to kind of like wake up a little bit like, yeah, that's right, guys, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So we really pumped him up, man. And all the crew guys were saying, man, we never seen him like this before. Then we go by the car. He's in the car. Then we go by the car. The cameras come on. Come on, baby. We know you can do it. We know you can do it. Blah, blah, blah. Steve Grissom today. Blah, blah, blah. You do it, baby. Harlem Heat style. All this other crazy stuff. And lo and behold, we're in the pits. They let us put the deal out where your number is when you have to stop, on the pole. They let us do that a couple of times. And I'm really into the race. I'm really watching the race. Everybody else is like ready to leave, man. I'm into the race. Slowly but surely, Steve comes to the front, and he wins the race.
Coming down to the checkered flag. Who's going to win it? It is Steve Grissom and Dale Jarrett. And Grissom wins by a car length and a half.
He wins the race. My first NASCAR race I ever been to. This car has WCW on it, the company which I work for. I've been pumping this guy up, me and my brother, and he wins the race. That was the most exciting day, one of the most exciting days of my life, because I really felt as though something I used to dream about as a kid. I was a part of a winning race car on a NASCAR track. And I don't know, I've only told the story like once.
Man, that's cool.
No, I'm telling you, people ask me about all the belts and titles and all that stuff. Bro, I don't even remember them. But if you ask me about that day with Steve Grissom, I remember it like it was yesterday. I still got pictures of me, him, and my brother in my house.
There you go. Man, that's a cool story right there. Yeah, when you're part of a team in motorsports and they get that win, there is something special about it. There's something special about it.
So we picked him up, right? And they took a picture and they had it on USA Today. I'm in the picture. For NASCAR.
Huge.
Oh, brother. I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about this. People don't really understand how much I loved racing as a kid, and professional wrestling gave me a chance to kind of live out one of my dreams, man.
If you like that, you'll like it even better live, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday nights with yours truly, the Monday Morning Racer, on the YouTube channel, Facebook page, and Twitter account. Between the Slicks is live with those behind the wheel and behind the scenes in the world of drag racing and beyond. Be there, live Between the Slicks.